preparations for Isaias should be done today. So taking your loose objects, taking the lawn furniture. If you're a business owner, maybe you're a restaurant owner, make sure you're taking those tables and chairs. We have tropical storm warnings in effect for the whole state of New Jersey now. It does look like the worst of the storm will be between 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the wind threat is increasing. We're expecting tropical storm force winds along the shore for a couple of hours, and even for some places on the mainland and in Cape May County, you could see tropical storm force conditions, 39 miles an hour or greater, for an hour or so. We have the tropical storm warnings in effect for all of New Jersey, and really from Richmond all the way up to Hartford, Connecticut. We have a flash flood watch in effect for today, tomorrow after 6 a.m. We have a high surf advisory, and we have a rip current statement as well. You will not want to be in the water tomorrow. Here is Isaias. You can see that eye, and actually watch what happens a little bit. It kind of goes under the clouds. You see at the end of the loop there, that's the low-level circulation going underneath the mid-level circulation. In fact, it could be a hurricane by the time it makes landfall somewhere near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We will see its closest approach sometime during the early afternoon on Tuesday here. We are still in that cone of uncertainty, and that will not change over the next 24 hours. It's a pretty nice day today. Temperatures 85 to 90 degrees. Plenty of sunshine. We'll do get clouds after 4 o'clock, and that will come from the outer cloud bands of Isaias. And we're even seeing some less humid air in places like Mullica and Estelle Manor here this afternoon. You can head to the water. If the lifeguards deem it safe, hop on in, because water temperatures are really warm here, about 5 degrees above average. Your burn time will be 20 minutes. Rain showers will develop between 8 to 10 p.m. These are the initial showers out ahead of the storm. I do believe the showers and storms will be around mainly during the evening, and then after midnight, we should be mostly to completely dry. So let's take a look at our threats from Isaias. This is from the mainland. The stream and the street flooding are the main concerns with this, but there will be areas of power outages I would anticipate, and we always will look out for the risk of a tornado, especially along the Parkway corridor and east. So we see the shore threats about the same for the severe weather. Rip current risk very high. We bumped up that wind risk to a high. I do believe there will be some areas of wind damage from this, and we'll talk about why in just a little bit. Here is our radar for tomorrow. Rain starting to develop, that steady rain just during the morning commute, and then very heavy rain for a couple of hours. Could be 2 to 3, even 4 hours of tropical downpours. But the heaviest rain is on the northwest side of the storm, and I do believe our rainfall totals will not be as high those places further to the west. It makes landfall, and I'm going to say somewhere in Cumberland County during the early afternoon, and then it passes right through the state. We'll get some wraparound rain during the late afternoon hours, but by 6 o'clock we should be dry. That storm is going into New England. Let's take a look at our winds, and it doesn't really matter what the track of the storm is at this point. As long as it's within the cone, we are going to see tropical storm force winds. This is 8 a.m. Now this is 2 p.m. 62 mile an hour sustained wind in Atlantic City. I think that is overdone, but we could definitely see a 50 mile an hour sustained wind like we're seeing in Cape May on this model, and that's coming from the southeast. It will flip to the southwest as it passes us to the north, and then our winds actually calm down pretty quickly. So it's a couple of hours of it. It's not a long duration event. Here's our near shore track. This is what I'm actually favoring. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model. Again, a 60 mile an hour sustained wind gust in Atlantic City. That seems a little extreme, but I will definitely say 45, 50 mile an hour sustained winds for a small period of time, absolutely. And remember, when tropical storm force winds occur, emergency personnel are not supposed to come and get you here. Wind speeds will die down pretty significantly into the evening here. In terms of the rain, this is what we can expect. 1 to 2 inches for much of our area. That's a good drink of water. Some flooding issues, nothing widespread. Could be a little more widespread, though, in places like Millville or Hamilton or Folsom, but the significant impacts will be well to our west. They will have Faye-like rains, and if you remember Tropical Storm Faye, we saw pretty significant flooding from the rain in a few areas. We are anticipating 1 to 2 feet of surge. I noticed it says 3. That's going to be on the high end here. I think 1 to 2 feet looks more likely. Good news, the strongest onshore flow will be during low tide, so we are anticipating just minor stage coastal flooding. Look what happens on the other end of our mainland 7-day forecast. Spotty showers and storms each afternoon for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It sounds repetitive. It's going to be this benign dog days of summer kind of pattern. Temperatures are seasonable, though, so we don't have the high heat, and the humidity we'll say not very sticky. You will still feel it, but it won't necessarily be super sticky out here in South Jersey. Coming up at 4 o'clock today, we have a Facebook Live with Absecon, Ventnors, and Margate's OEM coordinators. We'll have another video for you this evening as well. You can find me on social media, and you can go to our website at thepressofac.com/weather.